So it looks
do you
like...
know what? Do you know what his name means? The thing he has after his nickname, the tag.
You mean the obviously anime-related thing?
Is that anime-related?
I would assume. I don't know why.
I just thought it could be Irani.
Irani. That's not a term at all.
That is not a language. You know what I mean.
Janab Kashan. I mean, Kashani sounds...
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Jaina? I don't know what that first part would be, though. Of course, I'm not fluent, so... take everything I say with a grain of cyanide. That doesn't come in grains, I'm pretty sure. That's liquid.
Alright.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the lane setup right now? We have Arteezy in the bot lane. He's going to be going up against the Naga carry. Trying to avoid the Monkey King?
Yeah, so I guess they're just flat out lane dodging to not get the Naga versus Brood matchup. So mission accomplished there for Shopify. I actually thought they were just going to play the standard lanes, but I do think this is a better approach. So for their sake, I'm happy with their choice here of swapping it up like this. This lane is harder for Naga, and it's harder for Jakiro as well. It's not like the top lane is great for Brood, right? You're playing into Death Prophet plus Monkey 4, but it's definitely a better overall setup for them. I think Doom does just fine here.
Looking for a creep. Like the Ogre Frost Mage will be his choice. Delicious armor.
Very good against Naga in the lane.
And he's gonna keep. Oh, I was gonna say if he ended up getting.
He got stunned by the bruiser.
Yeah, that thing stuns and does HP percentage damage. That would have been pretty brutal, but he avoids it. So I haven't been able to see the Dooms lately. Obviously, this is a position 1, which is more rare, but he has not only Hannah Midas, which is not uncommon, obviously, but Arcane Boots queued up. But what do you turn that into later? Because I assume you don't keep Arcane Boots on Doom.
This reward transcends expectation.
I don't know. I mean, it probably turns into his Octarine, right? I guess that's what Core Doom or Carry Doom will still buy. That's my best guess.
That's really late, though, right?
Yeah, it is. But the Arcane Boots are not bad for quite a long time, even on Carry Doom. You really have mana issues on this hero, so by having these Arcane Boots, you can keep your Devour going, you can keep your Scorched Earth going for farming. Yes, First Blood will be spilled top.
They were the first.
The lane swap that Aster went for bringing Naga up top gets punished immediately, actually. I think Death Prophet would not have been a... Death Prophet would have been able to protect better there for the Monkey.
Yeah, are you surprised they even bothered switching the lanes up? As we see some action bottom, Crit taking a bit of damage, but gets the telekinesis off into XXX.
No, definitely not surprised with this. I mean, given how integral it is to how Aster functions as a team that Monet has a good lane. If his laning setup is poor, I think Aster are wise to move things around a bit, but it comes at the expense of the Monkey King, and ideally for them, I think they would also want to swap the supports around, but the problem is if they do a full TP swap, I think the adjustments that Shopify can then make is just effectively just going to match the lanes, right? They could just do the same TP swap and then we're back to square one.
Yeah, it feels like they have to layer it to some degree, right? If they do it all at once, then it's just a hard counter. We've seen that before, the musical chairs, as we've called it many a time in the past. We have Boca actually going towards the...
Will be forced down to about half health, and that is potential kill range if they can get a go before she gets too many siphons up. Alright, she's actually... never mind that. She got a siphon ready. And we'll...
Still has Salve. On her way from his gloves of face. Mid lane though, Mikey getting some backup via crit. The Storm Spear does barely die on the high ground. Baboka is going to get telekinesis back into the fray. Mikey, he's getting extremely low though. Looks like he's going to drop to mid as Crit gets Ice Path. Jingu's not going to be able to keep Baboka alive, but turning around with Crit's help here. He does have telekinesis and Fade Bolt in 7 seconds.
Yeah,
start out the telekinesis. Mikey, Sleight of Fist, ready to go. Remnants in, easy peasy kill from Mikey. Trying to eat through the trees here, but wrong out. That's the other way to look at it, Cinder, alright? You know me, Mr. Positive.
Benefit of the cope. Oh yeah, you're a true force of optimism.
Monet in the top lane, station 100 pop by Saberlight. There's the song as the Slight came through. Will this be used to try to set up the Ice Path Macro Fire? Indeed, they get to. Oh, actually gets the leap off in time. So Fly is perfectly okay. The song was stolen. Shopify actually want to fight here. There's the arrow, connects onto the DP, but Mikey's the one taking the brunt of the damage now. Has his Remnant up, trying to get the space. There's the telekinesis trying to save him. The big zip in. XWY really committing here to get this Ember Spirit.
Next play, but
they're coming.
it's like Shopify wants some revenge here.
Yeah, they do. It's gonna run right into Monet. It's a Fable to start it out. Telekinesis arrow will not connect unless you consider that a connection onto the illusion, but they have the Searing Chains. Monet, no song for 60 seconds. One slight should do it.
For Shopify to lose support here and there.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, do they find Saberlight though?
Bigger, though.
This one would be quite nice. Macropyre's used Wukong's command as well. Crit is in the area, but all he has right now is the Spirit Siphon. Won't help Saberlight too much, but they still will be able to keep him alive. Now they're going to turn this around into Baboka. Has a ton of armor right now, but about to dissipate. As Mikey, big sleight of fist on the 3 heroes, and Saberlight can still continue to fight. Arteezy has his Doom. Now they're next to the tier 2 tower. Uses the Horsey, gets off the Infernal Blade, and it looks like they're just going to be able to get this kill from afar in all likelihood. Saberlight was just... all they use is the sleight of fist. So double kill for Mikey. They're going to continue on here. They're not really afraid at all. Like Siamese Cat looks to be next on the list. Infernal Blade again. Pops his wand. They don't want to go too deep, but game pretty insane with the right speed.
He might end up losing Fly here. He's spotted.
Just happened to time or
on the
two.
Lotus.
That's pretty easy, but Mikey wants to go in here. Huge sleight of fist. They're going to be able to take out the Takiro right off the bat. They're just going to fight inside this Wukong's command, knowing this is just a support Monkey King. And yeah, Searing Chain's going to finish him off there. The zip in though. XWI wants to try to take out Mikey, but the rest of his team is continuing to fight. Monet is still very healthy, attempting to get away, but it's not going to happen. Mikey with another sleight of fist. He's extremely low. There's the song. I don't think there's any remnants up anyway. He's going to put the remnants down on top of him. The brother remnants, as it were. One more sleight of fist for the road, but it's not enough to stay alive.
The Brew is just such a thorn in your side with control. You get Hex, Bloodthorn, or... yeah,
Well, Roche is going a bit slow. I think Astra's going to get here in time. Ice Path seems unlikely. Going to connect on 3 with the Macropyre on top. XWY jumps in with the BKB. See Mike trying to do as much as he can, but this is Wukong's command is really proving to be an issue. The snatch of the Aegis from Mikey, so technically Roche is taken by Aster. I'm not sure who got the shard.
Double can't see him.
Very important.
It might be too late.
They have an idea that Baboka might be in these trees. He's going to get the Boundless Strike with the Wukong's command, focusing down Crit. That is their target. They get him, but he buys back in the game. Now, XWY extremely low on mana. As Mikey keeps popping the BKB of his own, forcing the rest of the Aster back. Meanwhile, the rest of Shopify aren't even remotely close, it feels like. So they're going to be able to take out Mikey, but this is just the Aegis. XWA completely out of mana now. There's the jump in from Arteezy. There's the Doom onto the Naga Siren. Saberlight. They're trying to keep him at bay here. Infernal Blade, the jump in from Mikey. XWY still trying to provide some support. Gets off the Electric Vortex, still basically out of mana though. Mikey taking heavy damage, gets off the sleight of fist. In the meantime, Saberlight continue to wreck with the Naga. That's not going to be enough. Still 2 dead on the side of Shopify. They finally get the Storm Spirit. Ice Path is just being such a nuisance here. Naga Siren gets off.
Oh my god, if they get out.
And they are going to get out. Well, okay, just the Naga. The rest of the team's fucked. But Saberlight, okay, he looks like he's going to get dropped as XWY bought back into the team. TP to that outpost, and now Mikey on the run, half HP, Lotus Orb applied, but
it's
now
a dieback.
He is dead. Triple kill. And this is looking real rough for Shopify.
Yeah, Mikey's going to try to clean up top, but he needs to be careful. He does not have BKB, so he could get Orchided here.
Yep, there's the Orchid. They have stuns on top.
Oh, they missed the
silence
silence
in
on DP.
one, and he's going to remnant
Good
to
side
their
from
base,
him,
basically. Jakiro's just continue to pursue, though, and they have XWY in the area. Gets the Ice Path, so already half HP is Mikey. No TP available, has the Remnant extremely slow, and there's still some mana to work with from XWY, so this should be a kill, and indeed it is. And while this is happening, of course, Exorcism is going to secure the Mega Creeps.
GG.
GG's called. Arteezy
Oh boy,
disconnects
that one
extremely
can't
fast.
feel good for Shopify. They must have felt really good about this game for so long, and then everything just fell apart in